What's up, guys? Back at it with more Choujin X. As always, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, but we gotta get into it because Chapter 21 is filled with so much hype, some for very good reasons and some for very, very not so good reasons. Plenty of the not so good reasons. But, on top of this, Ishida is also a certifiable madman. So, we gotta get into this, and we pick up with Azuma, laying there, not dead at all, thank God, I think. Gonna be kind of questionable by the end of this. Either way, yeah, Azuma is laying there, and what Ishida does at the beginning of this is just absolutely brilliant. Well, one, you start off with the upward, I guess is how you would say it, view of the statue that previously got Azuma's blood splattered on it. So that was neat. But also past this, we have the fly, also gross and genius, the fly going across Azuma's eyeball as he lays there about to die. About to not die, I guess. And that turns into fighter jets flying across Azuma's vision back when he was a child. Genius. But we're told that Choujin are bequeathed the form and power that are most becoming of them. A particular worldview, a complex as it were, gives rise to a particular Choujin nature. During this, we see a few different things. Fighter jets, a suit of armor with a sword, knives, a handgun, and tanks. All things that are typically used to kill people. Interestingly enough, considering where this chapter goes, might tell us a little bit about Azuma. I kind of wonder though, we didn't get a scene like this when Tokyo became a Choujin. If we did, what are some of the things that we would have seen during that? Kind of interesting to think about. Also, something interesting to think about is we had a callback to Chapter 1 during all of this, with the two syringes being held up in opposite directions. That is Tokyo and Azuma injecting each other with the Choujin syringe power juice. And I also want to call back to Chapter 1, considering, once again, seeing a bunch of things that are used to kill and slaughter and maim people in large numbers, some of the things at least. Yeah, on top of this, and how the chapter goes, and the callback to Chapter 1, now I want to look back at a particular panel in Chapter 1, and it's when Azuma first told Tokyo that he was going to use the syringe in order to gain Choujin powers to fight back against the rubber dude. Yeah. Tell me that is not the face of a psychopath. I'm just saying. Just laying it on the table right now. Kind of the face of a psychopath. I'm just saying. Now, going back to Chapter 21. I do, or at least I'm starting to think that a few screws are loose inside of Azuma's head. I really do think that. He's a little bit not right up there. Not enough to where he can't hold it together and just put on the face of a generally normal person, but there's some screws loose. And I think this is Azuma becoming free. I think this is Azuma not holding back, not caring about keeping those screws at least held up. Whether they're in place or screwed down tight or not, not worried. They're at least in place. Now, especially when we see him in chains and break out of those chains before going on this psychopathic rampage, I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, I think that's kind of what breaking those chains was Azuma freeing himself, not holding himself back like he has been his entire life. At least, this is a possibility. Not concrete, definitely not. I'm not married to the idea, but I'm kind of starting to think it a little bit. Either way, we gotta keep going. So yeah, the very last thing we see before we see Azuma collect back together and get his Choujin powers and then break free and then use the Choujin powers is the moon. Yeah, it turns out the moon beast at the end of last chapter was Azuma the entire time. Didn't see that coming. I honestly didn't think that much into it. I just assumed, once again, not thinking too much into it, it was just some symbolic drawing of Tokyo or something. I don't know, the wool is over his eyes or something, I don't know. It was kind of clawy and Tokyo probably got... vultures have claws. I don't know, I just chucked it up as a symbolic drawing of Tokyo for some reason. We've seen Tokyo in multiple different forms, whatever. No, that is Azuma. Azuma is the moon beast. So, Azuma collects back together, like we said, was in chains and breaks free from those chains. We are then cut back over to the rooftop, and this dude is already up there, lickety-split. Yeah, he quick. He's also quick enough to blitz over and immediately cut Ricardo's head off. Keep in mind, Ricardo's head was still returning to normal, and the top of it was feet. Yeah, tell me his head is not gonna stand up on those feet and run over, or walk over, stumble over, waddle over, whatever it's gonna do, and then just reconnect itself to his body. Tell me that is not gonna happen. Ishida set that up with having feet on top of his head still. I'm gonna love it. Either way, Ricardo, no! Oh god, no, Ricardo. Okay, yeah, kidding. We have already figured out plenty of times that pretty much everything that happens to everybody in this chapter is not enough to kill a Choujin. Now, with where this chapter ends at, does Azuma know that, and is Azuma doing that on purpose just so he can get his fight with Tokyo? Did he purposely do this to not kill anybody? I kind of doubt it. I doubt he was looking that far into it. Like, I'm going to hurt all these people enough to where they stay out of our fight, but I'm not going to kill them because I'm still Azuma, super cop son, crime fighter kid. I don't know. What is going on, okay? I already said this multiple times in my What Just Happened video yesterday, but seriously. This is insane. Okay, either way, yeah. He beheads Ricardo. Yume is obviously shocked and tries to start fighting him, throwing knives at him, whatever she's trying to do. This does not work. If Azuma was able to get a kick off on Yume before he even had any Choujin powers, and now he is like this, not a chance. Yume gets absolutely wrecked. Complete payback. Didn't leave her in as many pieces, but complete payback. Because, yeah, Azuma proceeds to whoop her ass wholesale. And I mean wholesale. We're charging markups on this. This costs an extra, okay? You know, originally I was just so in what the hell mode right now. I was just hyped at this point. I thought Azuma, made clones of himself. I'm now not thinking that because on that same panel where there's 4 Azumas, there's also 4 Yumeis. And I doubt he cloned her as well as himself just so he could whoop her ass 4 times at once. I don't think that was happening. So I actually think this was just Ishida depicting exactly how quickly Azuma is, like I said, whooping her ass wholesale. Really quickly. And on top of this, to make it even worse, he grabs her from behind and shoves his foot through her and just holds it there. I'm pretty sure Tokyo did the same thing. But this was a lot worse. A lot worse. And we got to see all of the nitty-gritty little details on Yume's face. Okay, not technically because the mask is still on, but considering how much blood and saliva is on that mask from just, the pain of that. Yeah, we got enough detail. That was brutal. Wow, okay. Yeah, and then he just chucks her off the roof. All right, done with you. Okay, cool, great. Job's done. We can go home now, right? Why is nobody saying anything? Oh, that's why nobody's saying anything. Yeah, I guess we're not gonna go home now because, yeah, Azuma decided that Ellie gonna get it too. Don't really know why. Might be because of all the murder weapons we saw back when he was changing into a Choujin. Something like that. Yeah, this dude is a psychopath or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why Ellie had to be treated like this. But yeah, Tokyo, as this all processes, does become enraged at what Azuma is doing. Tokyo is not such of an Azuma stan that he is going to be okay with this. This is obviously a problem, and you can see it. So yeah, Tokyo's screaming for Ellie. Azuma notices this, continuing to hold Ellie in a hand, blitzes over, kicks Tokyo into the wall. Then, yay, we have backup to come and save us. The experts are here. Strong woman and sword guy. They can do it. No, they can't. Jesus God, how strong is Azuma right now? He is just annihilating everybody without resistance. I mean, yeah, sort of a little bit of resistance, when Strong Girl comes in with a double knee from the back and slams him into the ground, and then, Sword Guy literally impales him multiple times. But considering immediately after that, he just snaps her neck, whatever he did to Momoma, and then just slithers over with his little cape snake form and then just sliced Simon's neck? Okay, Simon already did that to himself once, so we know for a fact that is not enough to kill him. But, still... What? Yeah, okay, despite the double knee, despite the impalings, I would still call this no resistance. Why is this kid so strong? I mean, I know. It said, morph Choujins are reliant on their prior physical capabilities. And we already know. I've talked about it multiple times on the channel. Azuma was a monster prior to this. So what did you think he was going to be now? Why do you think I was so hyped for this? Because I knew he was going to be a monster. I knew he was going to be a problem. But I thought he was going to be a problem for the other guys. Not for us guys. Why would he be a problem for us guys? He is one of us guys. He likes us guys. Right, guys? No, not at all. So yeah, he annihilated them. Simon tried to use the little electric sword. I can't even think of the name right now. I just saw it a second ago. Can't even think of it. And then he just looks at Tokyo like, Tokyo, fight me. Tokyo, obviously, all he can say is, why? Fair enough. Why? Is this like a long-running, deep-seated thing? That is very possible, considering the way we saw Azuma blow up on Tokyo earlier in the series. I think if you look back through the series, and I think you should, I think it'll give you a lot of details that kind of hint towards some amount of turmoil coming. Just, I don't think a lot of us expected this, or at least this quickly. Yeah, sure, there was always that possibility that this ends up badly for Tokyo and Azuma, like they end up not liking each other throughout the course of the series. But to just blow up from where it was to this quickly? Like I said, Ishida, certifiable madman. Yeah, this was nuts. I cannot wait for answers and more chapters. Azuma got some splaining to do, okay? Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I love talking to you guys, and I love this series so much. My goodness, this was a treat. In good ways and bad ways. I still love Azuma as a character. As, the villain type, obviously. It kind of shifted to the other side pretty quickly, but God, I still love it. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.